Hi guys, this is Antoine. So I get a lot of people asking me, Antoine, how do I get my website ranking better on Google? Like I have a magic wand, right? Like I just can go and turn a knob and the website will appear. Well, there's a lot of things that go behind what needs to happen for your website to rank on Google. I'm going to tell you 4 things you should know about SEO today and things that you could actually implement today to help you out. So let's get started. So there are good keywords for your website and there are bad keywords for your website. I'll give you an example of a client of ours that has a coaching business, a business coaching business, and they were keep on getting phone calls on a weekly basis, 2 to 3 a week, for people looking for motor coaches. They wanted to have a motor coach to go to point A to point B that had nothing to do with their business. And the reason why is because the way their website was optimized, it didn't identify that they were not motor coaches, but they were business coaching. You get it? So the idea is that you want to get the best possible keywords for you that is going to take the most relevant traffic to your website, or in other words, people that are interested in your services and not something similar and whatnot, right? So the idea is to be laser focused. So one of the first things you want to do with your website, which I tell all small businesses that they should do, is to actually register themselves with a system like Moz Local, which you have on the screen right there. So you go to moz.com/local, and all you have to do is put in the name of your business and then your zip code. And then you click on check my business listing. So I'm going to skip that test because it takes a few seconds for the results to come up. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a list of businesses that are come up with that name and that zip code. Hopefully yours will be there. And then when you click on it, it will give you a result. It will give you how you actually are registered with the 14 main aggregators of data on the web that Google looks at in order to figure out who you are. And that is so basic, is so simple that everybody should do it. So as you can see right here, this is us, our company. We're actually a 92% score, and it's saying that 92% is complete. We have 2% incomplete, 2% inconsistent, and 6% duplicates. And below there, it actually is listing the 14 major data aggregator. This is what Google is looking at when it's trying to figure out who are you. It's trying to put you in the box. So if you are registered with Moz Local with your address, your phone number, your website, several pictures of your company and whatnot, or your products and services, then you are making Google's life easy and you're helping Google put you in front of the people that are looking for your products and services. It's just very simple. If you're a chiropractor in Fort Lauderdale, you want to say chiropractic services, chiropractor in Fort Lauderdale, you tell that to those 14 major aggregator, Google is going to say, oh, okay, I got it. I know where to put you now. It's just that simple. And the best part of Moz Local is it's $84 a year. That is your cost. That's how much it's going to cost you for you to register your company. $84, and it will do most of the work for you. Now, I'm saying most of the work, but that doesn't mean that you're going to register 84 bucks, you pay one time, and that's that. You're going to have to look at, and unfortunately, a lot of you will have duplicate content or inconsistent content where you're going to have to fix. My best advice to you is find an intern or a young person to go and do that. They're going to have to verify sometimes the phone number. So when you're registering with Yahoo, which is one of the major data aggregator, the way to verify the information is by calling your phone number listed in the Moz Local to verify that you are, and it will give you a code, and you have to enter that code, and it says, okay, now I know this is you. They'll verify the information, because otherwise it would be easy for other people trying to pretend they are you, and in essence, they're trying to protect you. Now, remember, Google's job is trying to put the most relevant people or companies and products and services in front of people that are searching it. They don't want to give you bad information. So they are very, very on the up and up and trying to provide the most accurate and relevant information to people that are looking at. Using Moz Local will do that. Now, they're also comparing it to do-it-yourself, which is, they're saying it's going to cost you $346. I don't know how to figure this out, but they probably figured out if you're going to be paying an intern or someone to do all the work of fixing all that, this is probably what it's going to cost you. And then there's also another system that it's out there I'm not a big fan of. It's called Yext. And it's $499. The reason why I'm not a big fan of Yext is because they're putting a band-aid on the system. They're not really are fixing the information. They're just saying, as long as you pay me $500 a year, I'm going to tell everybody who you are. But the second you stop paying, then you're just reverting to how you were before you started to pay them. So in my opinion, it's not really a fix. It's a band-aid on the system, which is why I recommend Moz Local. Now, the second thing you want to do after you've done Moz Local is to actually look and go into Google and look for keywords. So you're trying to find what is going to be the best possible keyword for you. And I'm going to show you a couple of tricks that all people in the SEO world use to discover which is the best keyword. So take a look at the screen right here. I put business litigation law. We were working with a law firm in Fort Lauderdale, and that was one of the keywords. But here's, let me show you one of the tips here. So see, if I actually I remove the word, the letter W, Google is actually giving me several suggestions. Business litigation, law, lawyer, law firm, lawyer salary. So this is what it's giving me. It's giving me suggestions. So if I remove actually law, you can see it says actually business litigation attorney for Lauderdale. I know I would look for that, but it's also giving me other keywords that are similar than the one that I'm looking for. So if you are a chiropractor, you might want to put your products and services and kind of like getting a feel of what people are looking for, because most of the time they're not looking for exactly who you are or what you do, but similar products and services. So that's the first thing. I would look at that and try to get a sense of that. Now, look, if I scroll down all the way to the bottom of the page, Google is actually doing some work for me. It's actually giving me searches related to business litigation lawyer. So it's giving me other keywords that people are looking for. Now it gave me an additional 8 of them. Now they might not all work for you, but you can certainly take a look at commercial litigation attorney. That is a search related to what other people have looked at. So it's actually giving you the clue as what several keywords would be. My recommendation would be come up with at least 30 to 40 of them around your products and services. And then, have this list of keywords, and that's going to give you a good start. And that's how you actually do it with Google, is just look for searches. Now, that's the easy way to actually look for that, but I'm just giving you the steps on how to do it yourself if you're not ready to hire an SEO expert yet. Now, there are several tools on the market that you could use once you have your list of 40 keywords. One of them is ravenstools.com. And the second one is Moz, but Moz Pro as opposed to Moz Local. Both of them are starting at $99 a month, which would be what you would be paying for that tool. And I believe that all of them offer a 30-day free trial, which you may want to take advantage of. You have a 30-day free trial to do that. And what those tools are going to give you the ability to is to analyze your keywords. Now, there's other tools on the market that Google actually offers with the Google Webmaster. I find them a little bit more complicated. So the Ravens tool and the Moz Pro would probably be the better tool for you. What you're going to do with Moz Pro is add your keywords to the box right there and check the difficulty. This is really where you're starting to get in the nuts and bolts of all your keywords. So what I've done here is I've entered a lot of keywords for what we were looking for, which is business litigation. So you can apply that to your own business and see how it goes. And what it's telling me here, it's giving me several things that are really important in terms of the keywords. It's telling me how difficult it is. The higher the percentage, close to 100%, is the more difficult it is. The closer to 0%, the easier it is for you to rank for it. And then it gives me the number of searches locally and globally for that specific keyword. Now, the mistake that most people do is they go after the big keyword that have huge amounts of traffic. Look at that, 45,000 searches locally on a monthly basis. Isn't that, isn't that what I really want? The problem is that the difficulty, the 81%, it is going to be so difficult for you to rank for these keywords that you will probably end up in the 50th pages of Google, and really where you need to be is in page number 1. So the trick is to find keywords that are low in difficulty and they still have a moderate amount of traffic. Now, 70 searches a month, if you think about it, is a decent amount of people that are searching for one specific keyword. Now you multiply that by 10 keywords that you're going to be using, and now you have a decent amount of traffic. Now obviously you have to start somewhere. I will tell you that if you're trying to go after a single keyword like lawyer for your website, you will most likely fail unless you put an enormous amount of money. So look for business litigation attorney Fort Lauderdale, 35%, 6 searches, or commercial litigation attorney, 36%, 70 searches. And you can start to see down the list here that you have some keywords that are significantly easier to rank for and still have a decent amount of traffic. Look at that. Miami personal injury lawyer, 41%, 686 searches on a monthly basis. That's a pretty decent number right there. Now, let me talk to you about the percentage, because I want to make sure that you get your head around the percentage, because all of those systems will offer you a difficulty ratio, the Ravenstool, the Moz, and others that I've seen. They'll give you how difficult that keyword is. My recommendation, if you're a novice and you're really starting out, is I would stay within the 20 to 30% range for keywords difficulty level. I would stay away from anywhere like when it starts to get in the 40s. It's going to start to be difficult, and it's going to start to take a whole bunch of effort on your part in terms of blogging and optimization and number of pages that you're going to have in order to rank for that. So I would stay towards the lower percentage number for you to have the best chance of having your website, rank on Google. Now, the next thing you need to do after you've done your Windows title, your text, and optimized everything, and I'm going to take you in the back, and this website is set up on WordPress, is to actually have your description, your keywords, and your title properly set for the website. And what that has to do, it has to do with how Google is going to display your information once you are found on Google. So if someone is actually looking for your company and Google is providing the result, this is what actually is going to show. This is super important. Every single one of your pages, 10 pages minimum on your website, needs to be optimized this way, each one of them with a unique description, a unique keyword, and a unique title. Because if you do that 10 times, then you have 10 times the opportunity to be found by people looking for you. So in this particular case, look at the title. Says business litigation attorneys Fort Lauderdale. The keyword is business litigation attorney without an S, so I'm having a modified just one without an S. And then there is a description here, which is Shaw Lowens is a business litigation attorney firm located in Fort Lauderdale. Call us at 954 with the phone number for a consultation. Now, let me show you in context how is this going to show up once this website is ranking on Google. It's actually going to show up right there. This is what you're looking at here. This is the title. This is the description. And then look at those. Just take a look at them, how badly they are optimized. Like this particular one here has way too many words. So you have the ellipsis here, the dot, dot, dot. That means they just try to put way too much information. And guess what? Google is cutting it off. So it doesn't matter how much words you have there, Google is cutting it off. And none of them here is actually posting their phone number. So yeah, this one actually. Call Miami 305, Fort Lauderdale 954, Boca Raton 561. That actually is fairly smart. You're giving the number here. See, if we go back here, it actually says call us at 954 for a consultation. You basically are saying this is who we are. Call us today. You're making it easy for people to engage with you in business. That's just, you know, pretty basic, but it's actually amazing of how little people use that trick. The fourth thing and the final thing I want to tell you is that my recommendation will be for you to hire an SEO expert. Although you can do a lot of things on your own, and I showed it today, at the end of the day, if you really want to produce results, you're going to have to hire an SEO expert, because SEO is not a short gain process. It's a long gain process. You're going to be doing this for a long time. And there's no such thing as you do it once and then you drop it. There's constant tweaking and constant optimization, because what is true today will not be true 3 months from now. And you also have people competing with you. So you're never set wherever you are. So you constantly have to monitor it and tweak it and make it so that you actually are staying on page one in the top 3 results. This is where the game is played. So this is something that you will need to hire a Google expert to help you out. Now, here is my tip for you to hire an SEO company. Ask way too many questions. Don't be afraid of not knowing what people are telling you about. And certainly if people are using terminology you're intimidated by, a lot of people say, well, I don't understand this thing, I'm going to trust you. Ask question. Really ask, why is this and why is that, and why are you charging me this money, and what are you going to be doing for that, and how many hours? And then the second thing is ask for references. Ask for people like, oh, who else have you done this work with? And then call those people, and then just basically based on results. Like Google search optimization is really based on the results. It's just, this is where the game is played. They're either producing results or you don't produce results. And if it's not producing results for you after 6 months of doing it, then something's up. Something is wrong. So just do your homework, ask way too many questions, and call for references. And that's it for today. Thank you.